Warning! Warning! This podcast is not for the easily offended. We are two guys that think everything and anything can or is a joke.
There is no limits to what our minds may come up with. But understand, these thoughts are all in the nature of comedy, and nothing said here should be taken as gospel. Neither of us are Jesus.
Our testosterone is just too damn high, man. Fuck yeah, brother! Anyway, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a hurricane of humor and thunderous thoughts as we take conversations on a whirlwind to the limits. Hell yeah, brother.
I don't care about humor. Sam, without humor, there's only Hitler.
Do you think that Tarzan was a virgin whenever he met Jane, or was he clapping monkey ass before that?
AIDS. My last name may be Todd, but I'm no retard.
Whoa.
You look like a guy that only watches Simpsons porn. You're a fucking homosexual.
He's Sean Connery, dude.
Dude, from his grave. Give me a Ouija board. Let's talk about bitches, Sean. Hanging out with me is like a ride on the Titanic. You didn't expect it, but you're getting wet. If I'm in Bangkok and get fooled, but I don't hate it, am I bisexual?
What if I texted you something like, Daddy, I'll throw it back on you?
If you ever text me the words daddy, I will block you. Of course the conspiracies about the Jews are real, because their holy land is called Israel. And treat her like a Twizzler and twist her up in Naked Twister.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to clapcleats.com. Promo code Hurricane of Thoughts. That's Thoughts, THOTS.
What's going on, Hurricane homies? Back for another Tubular Tuesday. It's your boy, the Juggernaut January Jester Judge. Oh, fuck me.
Fucking rookie.
Dude, I'm rookied up, dude.
Rookied out, dude.
Dude, you know what it is? I forgot to turn my headphones on.
That's wild moves, man.
It is wild moves.
Take it back.
Dude,
take it
introduce
back,
yourself.
What?
I introduced myself and then I cut myself off, so now you go.
Oh,
This is...
the sausage slinging Samurai Sam. What's good, Hurricane homies? Let's get it. It's Tuesday, dude. Another fucking Taco Tuesday out here, dude.
Taco Tuesday? We're not allowed to say that, sir?
Why? I munch tacos every day, not just Tuesday.
You bunch tacos?
Yeah, dude.
All of the tacos.
Tacos, dude.
What color taco?
It don't matter, dude.
See, I'm a big fan of the yellow tortilla one, not the white cornflower one. But everybody knows that...
I have no preference.
Hold on, dude. Come on, man. The pinko... The pinko. The pinko!
The pink.
The taco with the pink sauce. Jeremiah with the sub. Long 29 months. Jared with the 29-month sub, dude.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Jared's done it out here, dude. That's just 29 months that we've been able to have somebody subbed.
Yeah.
We've been doing this longer.
Well, let's see. Episode 145. 52 episodes is one calendar year of Tuesdays. We're coming up on 3 years of Tuesdays.
There's no way, dude.
Well, let's think about it, okay? 52 times 3. That's
going to be 166.
Huh?
166 would be the next one, wouldn't it?
156.
No.
52 plus 52 plus 52.
Yeah. 156. You're right.
156.
Yeah, 'cause it's 100.
We're at 145.
I was at 114.
We're 11 episodes away.
Wow, here we go again,
So
boys.
2.5 months, essentially.
Jesus.
2.5 months away from 3 years, dude.
I did not think about that.
We've missed, what? One Tuesday? And that was because of technical difficulties in the early days, like episode 27.
Not even that. I think it was.
And then we went live on Wednesday.
We did something.
Math is hard.
Can be.
It can be, dude. Just ask the professor of Harvard, dude.
Harvard did it, dude.
Dude, the president of Harvard just got fired.
Let's go.
Dr. Claudine Gay.
He.
It's a she, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give you... Okay, let's play a little Jeopardy game of... Why did the president of Harvard get fired? Okay?
What
I'm going to give you some options. 1, they said something crazy about black people. 2, they wouldn't say the genocide of Jews is bad. B, They wouldn't describe
1-2-B?
Huh?
You said 1-2-B.
Well, yeah, because the obvious answer is number 2. Okay, so I was giving you a clue, dude. Why'd you call it out?
You said 1-2-B. Then.
Okay, 1, 2, B, C, D, F, 4. Okay?
Okay.
So
I was just gonna, dude. This is not how Jeopardy works. You've never played Jeopardy, obviously.
clearly, I hate Jeopardy.
Okay. Hear me out, dude.
Who's the guy from Jeopardy? Wasn't that Pat Sajak?
What?
Sajak, man. Not the fucking soap, dude. That's Ajax. Pat Sajak?
Are you okay?
No,
You all right
dude.
today, dude.
Dude, this bitch got me fucked up in the head, dude. How do you become a member of Harvard and you won't say it's genocide? Okay, check it out. This is what
Oh,
happened.
really? She said the Jews thing wasn't a genocide?
Yeah, to check this out. So, apparently at Harvard, because the woke people are pro-Palestine. Did you know that?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so all the people who were triple like 3 years ago that were triple masked up, being like, if you don't get vaccinated, you're killing grandmas. Okay, those people are now like, the Jews are evil, Palestinians are being genocided on. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but in almost every prestigious school in America, there are Jewish students.
Imagine.
There are.
Well, yeah, imagine.
I'm not making it up. It's a way of life. Okay, so what's
Facts.
happening is apparently on these campuses of these woke students, they're finding Jewish students and yelling in their face. A video went viral of a bunch of people crowding around this Jewish student and being like, shame, shame, shame. Now, you see how you feel? Imagine if there was 15 of me around you in a circle saying that to you. How would you feel? To a Jew, yeah.
That's kind of lit.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
so
lie.
then-
From my perspective, that'd be lit because I'm not Jewish.
Okay, yeah, but if you were
Fuck you,
Jewish and that
Jew.
was happening to you, it'd be intense, right? Just 15 fucking lunatics going, shame! Okay, almost bopping you on the nose with their finger,
Bad
dude.
Jew.
Exactly, dude. Who's a bad little
Who's a
Jew?
bad Jew?
Nobody puts Jew in the corner except for Hitler. Okay, so anyway,
All right.
a bunch of students started attacking Jewish students on campus and leaving death threats on their lockers and stuff, right?
This principal was inciting fucking the Third
well,
Reich.
hold on. It became such a problem that the principal had to go to the Supreme Court. I mean, not the Supreme Court. Had to go to the Senate floor and discuss it, okay? And it was a simple question. She goes, does calling for violence against Jewish people, does that count as like hate speech? And then she's like, does the most Harvard liberal thing of all time. She's like, well, you have to define hate, you have to define speech, and then when you put them together, does it give it a different meaning of the two words? You know, like this whole thing, and then they're like, no, stop. If I say, hey, Jewish people are bad, we should hurt them, is that hate speech? Well, like I said, it's complicated. And then she was like, okay, is calling for the death of Jews hate speech? Well,
Well, let me put it this way.
so this bitch on the Senate floor being recorded for C-SPAN, the most credible news station of all time. She will not admit that saying, like, if it was about black people, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if it was the other way. If it wasn't about, like, the Jewish thing, okay? Is calling for the death of black people considered hate speech? She would 100% be like, absolutely, murder them in the street if they even think about it, you know? But because it's to do with Jews and the Palestinian things going on, she's like, well, so she gets fired, right? So then she sues for being fired. She's like, you can't fire me just because there's Jews in the courts, okay?
There's
Wait.
no way that's her real reason.
Well, you know, that's what she said on TV, but her court filing was like some sort of fucking prejudiceness or some dumb shit, okay?
Nice.
So, like, her appeal, okay? But when she was on TV, she was like, well, it's no coincidence that I'm being attacked for Jew stuff, and there's a lot of Jewish senators, you know? Which I've said on this podcast before, so she's not wrong, okay?
So she's not wrong.
But the best part is, they realized they were going to lose the case against her because she had a point.
Why do you think we're about to go to war for Israel, dude?
Why? Because, you know, we got a lot of senators.
A lot of senators.
We got a lot of senators, dude, and they're sentencing us. They're sentencing.
I didn't know Ottawa had such stakes in our country, dude.
Posture check.
I did it already.
Bad Jew, bad.
Bad Jew. and then throw them in the fucking oven.
Dude, which reminds me, do you know Jimmy Eats World, the band?
Yeah.
They released a public service announcement during all this time.
Okay.
Jimmy Eats World said, to all upcoming bands, do yourself a favor, make sure the acronym of your band can be printed on a shirt. Because Jimmy Eats World spells Jew, so they have to literally, every shirt says Jimmy Eats World because they can't just write Jew.
I never thought about
What a
that.
legend, dude. Jimmy Eats World, what a legend, dude. You're on my GOAT list now for that, dude. Okay.
I've never thought about that.
So anyway,
Holy shit.
this bitch was gonna win. They were gonna have to reinstate her as president.
Every time we refer to the Jews, that's who we're referring to from now on.
Jimmy Eats World?
Yep.
Okay.
We hate that fucking band, dude.
Dude, hate him
Nickelback's so much better, dude.
Exactly, dude. Speaking, dude, that's what every Jew wants. It's their Nickelback. Penny for your thoughts and give me my Nickelback, you piece of shit.
Cunt.
Don't even make me start Jew rapping 50 Cent.
$5.99 a month for your OnlyFans, so you can't give me a fucking Nickelback?
Exactly, dude.
Bullshit, bitch.
All right. So she's about to be reinstated as Harvard president. They're like, she hates Jews. We can't let her be in charge of children that are going to be leaders of the world.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what happened the day after? She got caught. Okay, one or two. She got caught doing porn. B, she got caught plagiarizing.
Is she hot?
No.
She didn't do porn then.
Of course she got caught plagiarizing. So all of a sudden she's being fired for plagiarizing her dissertation that made her the president of Harvard. All this because the Palestinians won't shut up on Twitter, dude. If the Palestinians would just be like, Hamas is bad, dude, the Jews, we gotta let them do what they gotta do, dude, none of this would have happened.
Yeah? And Hamas feels the same way about the Jews.
Well, there's two sides to every story, and guess what? The winner gets to tell the story.
How about the motherfuckers that's in, like, the Suez Canal, right? Is that where it's at?
Oh my god, dude, I almost had a panic attack. These glasses looked like spilt drink all over my
I'm
table.
thinking of the right place. They're, like, fucking, like, right on the end of the Suez Canal. What country is it?
The Suez Canal?
Is it the Suez?
The Suez Canal is the one over
The
near...
one where this little fucking country, these people in this little area, like, along the fucking, this huge fucking river port are just taking over fucking ships and shit like that. And actually, like, taking over, like, fucking military equipment and shit. And the fucking president of the country is just like, I can't do nothing. My hands are tied, boy.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I'm trying to think of their fucking name.
Are you thinking about the Somali pirates?
No.
Because that's over on the opposite side of Africa.
Oh, fuck.
The Suez Canal is the one where that shit turned sideways and blocked trade during COVID. Remember that?
Where was that at, though?
Over near Egypt.
Yeah.
The canal that connects Egypt, the canal that connects Europe, Africa, and...
Give me a second, dude.
Yeah, you got this, bro.
I gotta look it up now.
He was a bad little Jew from Don't Mind If I Do. Jew rapping is Mac Miller. Mac Miller's a Jew? Oh, that's right. Mac Miller is a Jew. God damn it, dude. I always knew I didn't like Mac Miller as much as everybody else. What's your take on Mac Miller? You a big fan? You a big fan, dude?
I love Mac Miller, dude.
For real?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song by Mac Miller?
El Diablo's Fire. Conversations. Both of those are dope.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
I know 7 Mac Miller songs.
It's nice.
Is it? All right.
God, I'm trying to think.
Here, I got you. Canal near Jews. Hold on, let's see what happens. Canal near Jews. The Kibar Canal.
Houthis! The Houthis! The fucking Houthis, dude! Dude, I just typed in canal near Jews. Okay, but anyway, the Houthis. Yeah, the Navy just sunk 3 Houthi ships. Yeah, but they're fucking out here doing shit. The president's just like, nah, I don't know what to do about it.
Dude, we turned those ships into Houthinis.
Dude, the United Nations is just like, hey, bud, can you get them under control? And the president's like, what do you want me to do here?
The United Nations is literally just the PR team for the militaries. Like, the military goes out and does stuff, and then the UN's like, well, we have to back them. They're on our team. I guess we'll spin it. The UN never knows what's going on, and then it happens. Like, this is my interpretation of what happens in a UN room, right? Okay, so these elected officials that actually don't have any say in anything. They're all just sitting around a room, you know, the room that has the circle tables, and everybody's got a flag with their country in front of it, and they're all just sitting there. Everybody's chilling. And then all of a sudden, all the phones start ringing. And then they're like, what do you mean that just happened? And then they hang up the phone, and then they call their friend, and they're like, why did this just happen? And he's like, oh, Pootie, baby, chill, dude. My man's got this.
Chill, Pooks, it's all right.
Like, this is how I imagine it. They answer the phone. They're like, why would we do that? And then they hang up the phone. They have a mini panic freak out. They're like, ah! And then they're like, well, of course we had to do it. It was in our country's national best interest. Like, that's how it has to be. Because, like, there's no way they know ahead of time going in. Because they always look like they're shocked. Whenever they have to answer questions, they always look so shocked. Like, so, why would they sue? 100 IDF soldiers have just been wounded by the Houthi regime, and now Hezbollah is saying they want to go to war with Iran. What do you have to say about that? Could you repeat the question, please? And then they repeat the question, and he's like, well, you see, it's a very complicated... And then
Like,
in his head, he's like,
State Farm is there.
every time he's like, in his head, he's like looking around, he's like, and then he's like, oh, Bill! You know, I gotta go talk to Bill real quick. Get the fuck out of here.
Bill's busy, and I am too.
And then he goes over to Bill. He's like, Bill, why do they keep saying you're on that island, bro? You know, like,
Mr. Clinton.
okay. So, I'll let you choose.
What's up?
You want to talk NFL? Or do you want to talk,
Houthis.
You want to talk Houthis?
No.
Do you really want to talk the Israeli war right now, dude?
No, dude.
We can if you want.
Oh, good.
Okay, dude. Because it's a Houth.
It's
Dude, don't make me hoot and holler, dude.
the Houthis taking over everything, dude.
Dude, come on, dude. Hula hooth. Hula hoothy? Dude, don't make me come around with all these bombs. Hula hoothin'.
Question versus question. What's the question here, bud?
All right. Here's a random little side note.
While Jared's doing whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is a very quick story. Take 5 seconds. 3 applesauce brands are being recalled by the National Health Administration for containing too much lead. Now, I'm no expert. Like, now listen, I'm not Italian.
I'm not a genius.
Yeah, listen, I'm not Italian. You know, my family doesn't have like a generational cookbook that's been handed down to me or anything like that. And I've never actually made applesauce myself. Okay?
You know?
But if I were to make applesauce, I would, you know, like, when was this applesauce made? Because the last time we were using lead stuff to make applesauce was when King Tut was around dying from lead poisoning because this is his spoon. You know what I mean? So, when was this applesauce made? And if it wasn't too old and it was made in lead containers, I'd like to know what process throughout mashing the apples and adding the sugar do you add the lead? And who made the mistake of adding too much lead? And what's the point of the lead?
What's the acceptable point of lead, though?
Exactly. Why do they allow so many insect legs in peanut butter but no other food?
Well, that is what that is. You really can't. It's peanut butter. Chocolate, too.
I agree. But here's the difference. There's never been a recall on the peanut butter or anything because nobody's accidentally laid too many legs in. There's an acceptable amount of legs. There's an acceptable amount of lead. Okay? And apparently this applesauce company went carte blanche with the lead. They must have had...
Heavy-handed with it,
The CEO must have had a fucking...
They hit it with that barrel. Bam!
Dude, the CEO had a fucking toy factory that got shut down for having too much lead paint. And he was like, it costs $100,000 a barrel to get rid of this chemicals. Well, here, let's just put a little bit in each little bit of applesauce. And then one day fucking Jimmy came too high to work. You know what I mean? Listening to the Jews, right? Okay? Jimmy Eats World. Okay? Jimmy listening to the Jimmy Eats World, the Jews. And he just starts dumping in and he's like, okay, it's supposed to be half of a barrel. Oh, I dropped the whole barrel.
The whole barrel just fell in the masher.
I need this job to buy more Jimmy Eats World records, so I'm not going to tell anybody, and we're just going to ship it out, dude. And now little kids across the country are eating applesauce getting lead poisoning, and that's pretty cool, dude.
Not really.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks
Thanks for putting me in check, dude. I almost forgot that you're not supposed to hurt kids, dude.
Yeah, the kids are bad.
Who lost more Jews or Native American?
Who lost more, Jews or Native Americans? Neither.
I mean, dude,
The white man did. Fuck this.
I can make an argument that the Native Americans lost way harder.
Don't do that.
Let's do it. Okay, so here we go, dude. Okay, the Native Americans totally lost way harder because let's just do the timelines, right? We fucked the Native Americans. Christopher Columbus came over and whipped out the East Coast, right? Okay.
Pulled his dick out, boy.
Yeah, dude, okay? There was none of this he told him about an eclipse, and they were like, your God must be real. How did he tell him about the eclipse? Did he already speak Native American, even though he thought they were Indians, which makes no sense? Okay, but anyway, he wipes out half the East Coast, right?
Yes.
Okay?
And South
Sets up
America.
the colonies.
Yeah.
America becomes established. We set our independence a couple hundred years later. And then all of a sudden, we're the thing. We give them a little fucking desert land with no resources and say, hey, build some casinos. Here's some chips. Okay?
Amerigo Vespucci, dude.
Okay? So what we did to the Native Americans was 250 plus years ago. Okay? The Jews were just in their worst time in history less than 100 years ago. And they've bounced back pretty fucking hard. They're over there they're doing Hitler shit to their opponents now. 100 years ago, they were getting Hitlered, and now they're doing the Hitlering.
Yeah.
Well, just based on that information alone, I've never seen, other than COVID, I've never seen the Native Americans retaliate once.
I'm waiting for them to. They got to be watched. Kind of like the Canadians.
Running virus? That's
What?
their new chief name.
Running virus.
Yes?
Political virus.
No, they don't get political, dude.
Well, it became a political virus.
Well, some people
Now I
truly
feel
believe.
dude, listen, hear me out real quick.
I'm hearing you
I
out,
thought
bro.
About this, dude. All right?
I'm hearing you out, dude.
So, like, it's now COVID's coming back on this big kick, and it just so happens election year's right around the corner. You know what I mean? It's almost like the politicians are like, hey, Mr. Native Americans, use that casino money once more again, just mutate it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The Native Americans are more than happy to do it because they're like, yeah, one day we will get back at the white man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the politicians are just using it to get ahead. Meanwhile, the Native Americans are funding everything and getting that government back pay. You know what I mean? So, like, they're getting stronger each year, more financially stable. It's a problem. We're going to have to go to war with the Native Americans. It's going to be the next Civil War.
It's funny that you say the word Civil War because I keep seeing this everywhere because of this whole Donald Trump thing. I know you don't like politics, but can I just simplify something real quick? The problem with politics now is every political argument ends with Donald Trump. The left can't argue anything without bringing up Donald Trump, and the people that like Donald Trump cannot criticize the other side without bringing up Donald Trump. This is the worst thing you could do to me as a person who's in the middle. I don't like nor hate Donald Trump, okay? I'm in the middle about him.
Yeah. Same here.
When the Democrats do something stupid, okay? And you, as a Republican, start attacking that stupid idea, just attack the stupidity of the idea. But every single one of them can't do that. They have to bring up, like, whenever they're talking about Clinton on Epstein's island, they can't just talk about what that means. They have to, well, Trump wasn't on the island. Okay, that doesn't matter, dude. Why do you have to, why does every side have to bring up Trump? Well, it's because they're brainwashed. They're all brainwashed.
Yes.
It all comes down to Trump. One side can't
Just like
argue
how-
without bringing up Trump's bad things, and the other side can't bring up an argument without defending Trump.
Or even fucking just, like, hopping on Biden for being old and fucking, like, incompetent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, why can't you bring up Biden being old and dumb without being like, now here's a clip of Donald Trump being awesome? You know? Like, why can't you just talk about how bad Joe Biden looks right now? Because he looks bad, right? Okay, why can't we talk about how bad Kamala is? Well, Trump. Okay, now you're making me hate the guy and I haven't even listened to him talk. His fans are making me hate him. And that should say something, because if you really want to not get screwed over in this election, okay?
You gotta eat some ass.
Exactly. You gotta eat some ass, okay? Now I know you conservatives are real conservative with the ass eating, okay? You're all worried about fucking what the fuck's that disease called? Pararia. Or
What is that?
The ass eating disease, where you ingest fecal matter and then you have a stomach infection that makes you sick for 2 months. It's an ass eating disease called Pararia or some shit, and you only get it from eating ass. Okay? Fuck, man. Okay? And you know why you don't know that? Because you don't eat enough ass.
My bad, dog. Shit, I need to get with the times.
But anyway, so
Whose ass you eating?
what? It was a long time ago, dude.
No.
There was a cool island, dude. There was this
Whoa,
real cool island. I was
dude.
about 7, 8, dude. I've met presidents, bro. You don't want to know, dude. Listen, I was the ass that gave him Pararia. Okay?
Which one?
Got all of them. It's a buffet of booty over here, dude. What are you talking about, dude?
Holy fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that.
Come on, man. Bad time.
May or may not have happened.
It may or may
Sorry.
not have happened, dude. Treated my ass like a pudding bowl, dude.
One bitch is convicted, but it may or may not have happened, alright?
Mm-hmm.
He may or may not have been involved in the people that was being brought to him.
Okay, where were we before we got on off in this tangent of childhood buffoonery? We were talking. Oh yeah, you said conservative needs to eat more ass.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that was about at all.
Dude, you were in the middle of a rant, and I just, felt like that was a good ad lib, and we went with it.
Yeah, it was good. Because who doesn't? You know what I mean? Epstein was there. You know what I mean?
I'm
It's
sure
probably
he
on
was.
tape.
I'm sure he was. He was there for everything.
Now,
He was not involved, dude.
who?
There's no way he was involved. He may or may not have been.
Bill Clinton?
Epstein.
Oh, Epstein?
Yeah, he may or may not have been involved with Ghislaine bringing those fucking children to him.
Well, dude, this is the funniest thing. Are you ready for this?
What's up, dude?
Dude, okay? Dude, Ghislaine, dude.
Ghislaine.
She's goated, okay?
Okay.
She's been in prison for what, a year now?
Okay.
Okay, just chilling.
Chilling?
Okay?
You think she's chilling?
100%, dude. She's chilling so much she came up with this cockamamie idea to tell the news this week. Okay? This is what she said. Are you ready for this? Oh, dude. This is so left-wing, dude.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, okay. So, this is how funny the left has gotten, dude. Ghislaine thinks she can appeal to the left by saying this. She goes, Jeffrey was convicted with him and all of his associates of sex trafficking, which is a male-oriented endeavor. And out of all the men on the list, and Jeffrey himself, there's only one person in prison, me, a woman. Just another injustice by the patriarchy.
Everything's an injustice by
This
the
bitch really claims,
Feminism.
hey,
Feminism, dude.
How
After
come-
fucking sex trafficking?
how come I wasn't fucking these girls? I was just getting rich off of it. How come the guys that were fucking the girls aren't in trouble? Which is a good point.
I mean, she has a good point.
But the way you presented it, that on its own is a good point. Okay?
Yes.
But the only way to
continue.
get these retarded females involved into something, okay, is to appeal to their femininity and their feminism side. So she's like, leave it to the men to put the woman in jail for men trying to have pleasure. Yeah, so if a genius that doesn't have a voice and lives in a fucking chair for his entirety of his life loves watching midgets in provocative clothing do math problems on chalkboards they can't reach. So what?
Hold up. Hold the fucking phone.
What?
All I knew was that he was into midgets.
Oh, you don't know the whole thing.
No.
Okay, this is the whole story. This is the witness account of the girl on the island. Okay, this is a witness. This is her account of what she witnessed.
Okay.
I saw him, and then in parentheses it says Stephen Hawking. This is a court transcript. This is what she said in the courtroom under oath. I saw him on the island multiple times. And it was weird because he was the only one that requested little people. Okay? 5 minutes later into the thing. you said Stephen Hawking was on the island and like little people. Could you elaborate on that? She goes, yeah, Stephen liked half-naked midgets doing complicated math problems on whiteboards they can barely reach. So, essentially, Stephen Hawking...
I like to half-naked midgies. Midgie. Beep pop.
Midgie, divvy.
He wanted midgets, right? Let's say this is the whiteboard. He liked midgets that were trying to write the answer on Donald Trump's face, half-naked. And that's what got him off. That's what got off Mr. Hockey, okay? So my question is, how do you find out that's what you're into? How do you find out your specific kink is midget? Because I know it's never happened randomly in the wild. I don't care how many fucking colleges you've been in. You've never been in a college where a midget was trying to do a math problem on the board, couldn't reach it, half naked, and you were like,
Beep pop boop. Hard.
you know, never happened, dude. So how did you find out that's what you were into? It had to escalate. He was on the island 27 times or 36 times, one of the two. And the question becomes, at what point did he find, like, did it escalate? The first time was he there? I just want a little person. You know, like, they gave him a little person. He was like, it's not enough. Do math. You know, like, whatever the fuck he was into, right? How did it escalate there? And imagine that specific, like, you're rich. You go to Jeffrey Epstein. I like something very specific. He's like, what, like Filipinos, New Zealanders? Like, what's up? He's like, no. I like dwarfs that do math.
That can barely reach the chalkboard.
And then it got me thinking, like, what other kind of weird fucking... Like, did Robert Downey Jr. show up over there in blackface and goes, I want a chick dressed as a dude disguised as another chick? You know, like, what the fuck, dude? What is going on?
You fucked me up.
You fucked me up, dude.
You fucked me up.
You thought you fucked you up? Try reading the transcript of this poor girl who was raped by multiple rich people and trying not to laugh by reading. There's a fucking crippled genius who cared about outer space, who loved watching midgets with the fat asses and weird hands do math problems on whiteboards half naked and they can barely reach, dude. I'm trying not to laugh. This girl's crying her eyes out through paper, talking about what she witnessed on this island. Like, yeah, fucking, the big black dude, fucking, Terry Crews was over here, and he fucking ripped me in half like I'm a parking ticket, you know? And then the next line is, Stephen Hawking likes midgets. What are we fucking talking about, dude?
Dude,
I'm trying to feel sorry for a girl out here, and now I'm laughing my ass off.
Hear me out, dude. Stephen Hawking found that answer somewhere deep in a fucking black hole, bro. That man studied so long and hard. That's what is at the center of every black hole. It's a midget, fucking half naked, trying to do math problems on a board that's too fucking tall.
Dude, my new theory just came up with this right now. One day he was like stumped.
That's where the Big Bang started, my boy.
Dude,
Midget asking,
that's
clapping while trying to do math.
That's the little bang. Okay? So, this is my new theory. This is my new theory, dude. Stephen Hawking can't solve. I watched a documentary on black holes where he was like a main part of the documentary.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Okay?
You just, fuck you.
I watched a documentary on black holes, and I'm not talking about Raquisha, okay? And Stephen Hawking was a main part of the documentary. And he liked to get wasted as much as he could in his physical state whenever he couldn't solve a problem because it opened up different pathways in his brain. So I think one day Stephen Hawking couldn't figure out the black hole and he took mushrooms. Okay? And when he took mushrooms, he dove deep. Okay?
Deep in
he
them
dove
ass cheeks.
deep. Okay? And he looked into the fucking black hole numbers and those numbers started dancing to him. Okay? And it just so happened they were in the shape of a small little midget, some female Peter Dinklage ass bitch. You know what I mean? And he got excited and he could never shake it. And then one day some fucking Jew showed up and was like, yo, I got this island, dog. I can make your sexual fantasies come true. And Stephen Hawking just joking. You know how sometimes, like, in life, somebody will offer you something and you don't want to do it, so you throw out a ridiculous number? Like, say, like, comedians. They'll be like, I don't want to do that gig, so pay me 10 grand for the hour. And thinking they'll never pay 10 grand for 1 hour. And then they do, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I guess I'll do it. That's what happened with fucking Stephen Hawking and Epstein. Epstein was like, yo, Jeff, yo, Steven, what you into, bro? and just joking around, Steven was like, dude, I'm in the midgets that do math like, where do you find a genius midget? That's my question. Because the lady was very specific in the court document. He liked complex math problems that they couldn't reach. Now, you don't say complex if you're doing 2 plus 2. Okay? Stephen Hawking, complex to him, is things that I wouldn't be able to solve. So where are you finding these smart-ass midgies?
I don't know.
What did you order on the island?
What would you order? Dude, I was literally sitting there thinking that. I got my answer for you if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, dude. I want like a Latina milf with tattoos, natural big tits, nice ass. And I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
Like age 30 to 40.
Okay. Dude, that's so basic. Dude, you're a rich guy that's bored with sex. Give me something better.
Oh, no, I'd be happy with that even if I was a rich guy that was bored with sex.
Yeah, but as a rich guy, you get that every day of the week till you're bored with it. Pretend. That's what these people are on, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get bored with sex easy. Dude, if I get bored with sex, I just try a different position, dog. I don't know.
Dude, exactly, dude. That's why That's why recently I've been fucking pro-Palestinian style.
Here we go.
You know what I mean? Because if you're going to take a different position, what other position then can you take other than pro-Jew? Pro-Palestine. And now I'm giving her that pro-Palestine penis, and guess how I'm doing it? With the clap cleats. Because if you're in the Middle East and you want to fuck like a beast, you need clap cleats. Fuck like a Jew, give her the super glue, dude.
All I know is if she ain't got that iron dome, she can stay at home, dog.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying,
dude.
bro?
Exactly,
Gotta
dude.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
dude.
Need
From
that
the river
iron
to the
dome.
sea, she's squirting on me, dog. It's what it is.
Need an iron dome or you're going home. Just leave me the fuck alone, ho.
Okay, so Jared wants to know: do you believe they were doing child sacrifice on the island?
Probably. I can't answer that 100%. Nobody can answer that 100%.
Child sacrifice. Let's define child. So, child is like an adolescent person.
They're,
And
babies. They're killing babies.
let's
Adrenochrome!
let's define sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice is something that you give up that's dear to you and that you don't want to give up in the greater good of something. So now if you take child and sacrifice and you put them together, does that mean that it's a child that you sacrifice for the greater good of things? And if that's the case, listen, I'm going to say it depends. Call me the president of Harvard. I'm not giving you a straight answer one way or another. I need the definition of child, I need the definition of sacrifice, and I need the definition of island, please.
What is an island?
What is an island? Because if you break it down into Latin, it means land surrounded by water. And
Well, then in that definition, is Australia an island or a continent?
well, it's an island continent.
Nope, it's an island.
Dude, technically,
We're not. This isn't technical here. You're Epstein's lawyer here. All of every fucking
everything's an island, dude.
dude. Everything's an island, bro.
Antarctica's an island. The most protected island on the planet.
I almost did it. I almost did it.
What?
Everything is something. And I stopped myself. You baited me, and I don't like you for that.
Child is before first blood or first hard on? What the fuck?
Well, you're an interesting guy. You baited me. You now realize what you baited me on, you son
No,
of a
I
bitch.
know what I did, dude.
That was fucking wrong, boy. Everything's an island. You knew where I was about to go with it. That's so wrong, dude.
Dude, Charlie's don't fuck with islands,
Dude, fuck you, dude. That's how it gotta go, man.
dude. Okay, dude.
Last time I went that route, I got in trouble.
Okay, so
It's not my fault. It's west,
it's Weast.
north, east, south. Don't matter.
All right. What was I about to say, dude? Before we got on island talk. Huh.
Islands and regimes, something in common, I guess. I fucking hate you.
Dude, it's so funny because with every island, there's something at stakery. In Sparta, they were a man at first kill. Okay, so once you killed somebody, you were a man. I don't know. Seems pretty gay to me, dude. I gotta stab something into another man to be a man? That's gay. You must penetrate another man's flesh with a stick.
Here's where Joe's not elaborating.
Okay.
It's an animal kill, too. They could go out and kill a fucking rabbit, and it would be considered.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gay. Spartans were gay. No wonder they lost. Dumb fucks.
Let's send 300 of them into a little fucking chasm. They'll win.
Why worry about training when we have to spend all this time digging a hole for the guy to kick people in? What a dumb idea, dude. You know what'll make a statement? We kick people into a hole.
Sam's right for once. There's been plenty of times I'm right. You're just a cunt.
Fair enough, dude.
Yeah, dude, I just want to let him know.
Okay, so...
I know what Jared asked.
Oh!
The island.
That's where we were. We were talking about Antarctica.
What?
Antarctica, we were talking about islands.
No, that's not where we were, but okay, go ahead.
That's where we were, right before we started Antarctica, we got off track. Antarctica.
After the Antarctica thing, I need to take a pee, sir.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so... here's what we're going to do. Antarctica. That's where we were.
Yes.
Okay. There's a weird conspiracy going around TikTok. Now, tell me what you know about the incident at the Miami Mall.
Oh, were you on this?
Yes.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay, first off, the thing on Antarctica is everybody's like, there's an ice wall! Yeah, everybody's stuck on that one.
Okay, no, I'm talking about Antarctica as it pertains to the Miami Mall incident.
No, I have no idea about that. But anyways, from what I know about the Miami Mall is apparently people were saying that there's videos of like 7, 8 foot fucking tall beings fucking walking around the Miami Mall that weren't human. Which, I mean, dude, realistically, okay. The original story that I heard was it was a group of teenagers with sticks and shit like that, like causing a riot, and that's why the Miami police showed up. But why would you show up with that big of a fucking response? Y'all showed up like World War III broke out at that mall. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that's the only weird thing to me in that whole thing. But, like, other than that, yeah, there's been reports of, like, I guess reports of 8 foot tall beings fucking walking around the mall.
I will explain it from the TikTok's perspective. Okay? And then I will explain it from the Josh perspective. Okay? The TikTok's perspective is this. 120 plus cop cars showed up to the Miami Mall, and the initial reports were that it was a group of kids and gang-related altercations and disturbances. Okay? Then, on TikTok, videos started going viral of people saying, I was there, I saw shadow creatures.
Nice.
Okay?
Dude.
I saw an 8 foot tall shadow creature, and it was chasing people. It just appeared out of nowhere. It was crazy.
Nice,
okay?
Dude.
So then it started going crazy on TikTok where people were like, what are they hiding? And then people decided to go crazy with it. And this is where Antarctica comes in. They were like, if you take the latitude and longitude of the Miami Mall and then you flip it, it drops you right in the center of Antarctica. So these are interdimensional shadow creatures that travel through dimensions, and they messed up in their GPS, and they were supposed to pop up in Antarctica, but they popped up in the Miami Mall of America. And that's why there was black helicopters and 120 plus police cars. Okay? So that's the TikTok version of what happened.
Because I'm sure interstellar beings would totally use fucking GPS coordinates for Earth.
Right. Okay?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, okay? So then, let's break it down.
Alright.
This is now Josh talking to the TikTok community. Hey guys, Josh here for another video to break down dumb TikToks. What we have here is a situation where people are just trying to capitalize on an event, okay? So yes, it is weird. There's 3 things can happen that call this a perfect storm. The news didn't cover it. which automatically makes conspiracy theorists go crazy.
Yeah.
Number 2, people are trying to find videos of the incident, which they can't find. Okay? Which makes conspiracy people go crazy. Okay? Both of these I'm on board with. I do find them suspicious. If there's an incident that requires 120 police cars, you would expect to see some sort of video of the incident. Okay? Number 3.
I mean, less responded for Quavo getting shot. Or was that Quavo that got shot?
Don't know, dude. The Migos, they're all the same. They're black. Okay.
I didn't say it, chat.
Dude, it wasn't me either, chat. It was iFunny. They've indoctrinated me.
It was Chikorita, dude.
Yeah, Chikorita's fucking racist.
It is.
Yeah, dude.
It is.
But it makes sense why Chikorita's racist.
It does.
You want to know why?
Okay.
Well, no, because it's a grass Pokemon. And what are black people known for selling? Grass. Okay.
I was going to say crack.
Well, no. White people are known for selling crack and blaming it on the blacks. CIA is really good at that. Okay, so let's get some shit straight, dude. Black people sell weed. CIA sells crack.
How come the crack epidemic was not a problem, but the heroin epidemic? Oh boy, we better get rehabs. White people's dying.
Yes. What's up, dude? Were you fucking done spitting facts over there? You want me to move on? Come on, dude. There's white babies dying in the street from heroin. Just can't be standing.
Crack babies, dude.
Okay, dude, listen. The reason why nobody cared about the black babies is they didn't have dads anyway. Now you have dads on TV pissed off. My baby died. Okay? That's the difference. There's dads on TV bitching. Okay. Now, can we stop being basic racist real quick? Can we move on to advanced racism? No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Can we move back to the fucking black shadow creatures that are attacking the Miami Mall?
It was just the fucking LA Heat, dude.
What? The LA Heat. First of all, that's wrong. It's the Miami Heat.
Whatever.
That
dude.
joke would have hit so much harder if you didn't fuck up the city, dude.
Not bad.
Okay. It was a good try, though. I
think
like
it
where your
hit,
head's at.
I think it hit pretty good because you're laughing right now.
Because you messed up. I'm laughing at the mistake.
Maybe the mistake was intentional.
Okay. Doubt it. You're not a basketball fan.
Damn right.
I apologize. You're not a basketball fan. So,
I like basketball.
it's a weird movie.
It's not an actual sport.
Huh?
I watched it 17 times, and it's not an actual sport.
Yeah, of course it is, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna go pro in no time. Just keep training.
Okay.
So these motherfuckers at the mall.
Yeah.
Okay. TikTok just.
Paul Blart, right?
I mean, you know him. You love him. He's the king of Queens, dude. You know what I mean?
You know,
His fucking wife was a Scientologist. It's a good time.
they're all Scientologists.
They're not all Scientologists. It's just Tom Cruise likes a lot of people.
Scientologist adjacent.
Describe that. Who would be...
Scientologist? Them.
Who's them?
Them? Scientologists.
Okay. People that believe in the spaghetti monster? Scientologists.
No.
People that believe Jesus was a velociraptor? Scientologists.
No.
People
You're
believe...
fucking up
Hold
the
on,
scale,
time out.
bro.
I was about to disrespect a major religion and it was going to be funny. People that believe there was a lady who's ugly as hell with 8 arms that can grab the sun with 2 of them? Scientologists? Yeah, Scientologists up here.
That's wrong.
Dude, it's not my fault they believe in fucking, goddamn a Mortal Kombat character.
72 gods is awesome. Stop fighting.
What?
72 gods is
Who
awesome.
has 72 gods?
Hindus.
That's too many gods.
That's fire.
No, that's too many.
No, they all have war. It's amazing.
That's too many gods?
Okay, now hear me out, dude.
That's just distributing the blame.
Hear me out, dude.
See, that's the good thing about Christianity. There's one guy to blame. Something goes bad, you blame one guy. Okay, something goes bad and fucking... Like, if I just converted to fucking whatever the fuck you're talking about, the fucking Hindu or whatever, okay? And then something bad goes on, I gotta fucking whip out a book and start seeing whose fault it is. Oh, all my crops went dead. Well, let me fucking look up
You
here.
think Adam Sandler's a Scientologist?
No, Adam Sandler's an American. That's why all of his friends get rich and the actual Hollywood hate him. That's why Netflix is the only people that produces movies, even though they're better than most movies that get put in theaters right now. And that's all my mama, son.
I miss old Adam Sandler though. Dumbass, like Billy Madison type Adam Sandler.
Well, yeah, that's the movies he could make when Hollywood loved him and they gave him a budget. Now he has to fund his own movies, which cuts down on the availability of product.
I know, man. It makes me upset. I just hate Hollywood, so I don't watch movies much anymore.
The last asshole. What is he saying?
He smokes crack. He's one of them crack babies we were talking about prior.
Okay, but anyway, I have my
So
own.
crack babies, Scientologists.
People that believe Jesus was his dad and himself and a ghost at the same time. Right here. People that believe Scooby-Doo is better than Tom and Jerry. Right here. Okay. People that know trans women can't beat real women. In the bedroom. Here, dude! Here, dude! Heroes! Heroes,
And
dude!
hold up. Put that back up there. Banana bread, dude.
Banana bread at trans work, bro? Hell yeah.
Trans work.
Dude, that's all I'm saying, dude.
All right. Antarctica's done. I gotta pee.
Antarctica is done. And I'm going to talk about Egypt real quick. While you do
Egyptology.
your thing, bro.
Egyptology, dude. Hey, you know what they'd call Egyptology if Snoop Dogg was alive back then? Ecryptology.
What?
Ecryptology.
Dude, we need Snoop Dogg as president so he can base the entire economy on weed, and then we can call it, are you ready? E-Bidenomics. Wait, Ebonics.
Come on, man.
Huh?
Come on, man. My Ecryptology didn't hit hard with you? Like, you know, his name's Crip. Come on, dog.
Nah, I didn't, dude, because at the end of the day, bro, Snoop Dogg?
You mean Snoop Lion, depending on what phase of the moon he's in.
What? You think rap's in retrograde? Get out of here, dude.
Gotcha, dude.
You're on camera when you talk from now on.
Suck it.
The trans fats in banana bread is the only trans you need? Big facts? Listen, but we all know why I'm fat, dude. Because I want to be famous. And in order to be famous, you can't offend the plethora people. And in order to get skinny, I'd have to cut out trans fat. And the plethora people would come for me because everybody knows that trans is a part of a woke diet.
And especially balanced breakfast.
Okay, but anyway, chat. A friend of mine gave us a new addition to the studio. The studio theme, we have comedy, Pokemon, and Egypt. Those are pretty much the three themes. This adds to the third theme. That's why we got the pyramid over there. Here we go. This is the new item we got. Oh, shit. I didn't plug this back in. Hiya! Ta-da! This right here, the chalice, chat. The chalice. The Egyptian chalice. So these are now my Egyptian artifacts. I got me chalice here. So now I can feel like an Egyptian pharaoh. But I will not drink out of it for a while. And let's move on. Yes, somebody got us the Holy Grail for the studio. The Egyptian Holy Grail. Which I pointed this somebody out at work the other day. And like sometimes like I forget that I'm so balls deep in Egypt and history and stuff, I forget things that are just normal to me, blow people's mind. And at work the other day, I was telling people, I was like, you know, it's funny that people that believe in Catholicism and Christianity and all those Abrahamic religions, they don't believe that Egypt had anything to do with their religion. But if you think about it, Egypt's god, Ra, this guy right here, Egypt's god Ra, his actual name was Amun-Ra, and he was the god of the sun. Okay, and then you translate later, about 1,000 years, Christianity pops up, Catholicism, Abrahamic religions pop up, and then there's Jesus or Muhammad or whatever, the son of God, and then when they talk about him, they say Amen. So Amun-Ra is the sun god, and then later on they go, he's the son of God, Amen. So don't tell me that the two religions aren't intertwined in some way. It's literally at the basis of the wording. Now moving on with that, I have an update. Chat, here at Hurricane of Thoughts, I like to pride myself on the fact that in certain areas of topics, I and Sam are well ahead of the curve when it comes to things to talk about. Multiple times on this podcast, I've talked about things months before they get acknowledged or talked about in the mainstream where everybody talks about them. So if you want to know what the world is going to be talking about on, you know, politics or archaeology or things of that nature in about 6 months, you come here. So about 6-7 months ago, I talked to you guys about a secret documentary I watched about this Japanese team of scientists that did a study on the Great Pyramid of Giza and discovered that there was a secret chamber. Now, this experiment was done in 2017, and the guy in charge of Egyptology in Egypt, Zahi Hawass, who's one of the biggest pieces of shit on the planet, he denies their work, banished them from coming back to Egypt, the whole 9 yards. Well, here we are, 6 years later, and Zahi Hawass had to publish a paper acknowledging that they were right, that there is a second undiscovered opening in the Great Pyramid of Giza that's equal in size to the Grand Chamber and the King's Chamber. So now what that means is if you take the pyramid and you split it in half, we always see the one side where it's like, oh, it's this, it's that, it's the vents, and then there's the big square in the middle. Well, if you turn the pyramid the other way, it's only half the pyramid. Well, these scientists, using muon technology, where you set up sensors in the ground, and then there's particles from space called muons. Look it up, chat. They're called muons. This particles from space bombard the Earth at a specific rate every day at the same rate no matter what. And as the muons pass through natural Earth material, they slow down. So you can, over a long period of time, catch the muons and then use that data to discover how much stuff is between where your sensor is and where the air is where the muons hit the rocks. And essentially, these people spent 3 years doing a muon testing and decided that the pyramid on the other side had an equal Grand Gallery chamber and a King's Chamber on the other side. And Zahi Hawass was like, nope, I don't accept that. Your technology's trash. Get out of here. Now, here we are 6 years later. 3 separate companies have done the same test, came up with the same results. And Egypt is officially acknowledging that there is most likely another set of chambers undiscovered in the Great Pyramids, but they are not planning on excavating to preserve the integrity of the pyramids. I talked about this almost a year ago, chat. And now they're just acknowledging it. Ooh, dude. I want to find Zahi Hawass, and I want to strangle him and then strip him of all identifying markers and drop him as a leader in Hamas. So the Jews come over and fucking nuclear fucking bomb his ass into the bane of existence, because this guy single-handedly has set Egypt's history back 5,000 years of research and understanding just because his great-granddaddy wrote a book and he doesn't want that book to be wrong. I'm pissed.
I'm in love.
With who?
You.
Oh, dude, thanks. I know you're lying, but I appreciate that. All right. So now that I got my Egypt talk out of the way,
Nice.
you ready? You ready to get into it, dude?
What?
So I will let you decide. Do you want to talk about my TikTok conspiracy?
TikTok, let's go.
Okay. Here's my TikTok conspiracy, brother.
It's good.
So TikTok has a tendency to, what I would say is, they do headline style reporting for conspiracies. So TikTok video will be about 1.5 to 2 minutes. It'll have intense music in the background. It'll have multiple cuts, and it'll have a person talking at about 42 beats per minute, which is what Hitler talked at because he discovered that that's what people listen at the most.
Yes.
These TikTok people will speak at 42 beats a minute, and then they will say things, and they will make absolute statements that on the surface make sense.
Yes.
But if you just use a little bit of logic and you start digging deep, it falls apart. But that's okay, because TikTok's all about the initial thought. Okay? Now, I have one. Are you ready? So I've been listening recently to actual political discourse in this country. Like, let's be honest, the radicals move the needle in this country more than people that are in the middle. Okay?
Yeah.
So I started listening to the radicals because the radicals get more done than anybody else. Okay? And the radicals on one side are saying one thing, the radicals on the other are saying the opposite, so on and so forth. And whichever side is louder at the time gets more done. Okay? So something that's been happening recently over the last 3 months is people talking about the border crisis and the amount of people coming over the border. Okay? And more, this is talking to a discourse of civil war, a inside attack from insurgents, maybe an Iranian sleeper cell comes across the southern border, and then when it's time, they commit an act in America, right?
Yeah, let's break this down into a two-part conversation or multiple parts, however much more you want to add in. I definitely want to talk about like the possibility of an invasion with you, and the whole border crisis. We can talk on that too if you'd like.
Okay. So when I'm listening to the people on the right, okay, when I'm listening to them talk about this, all I can think of is the movie Red Dawn. Okay, so they're talking, the way they talk, they're like, 8.17 million people have crossed the border since Joe Biden's take office. That's more than the population of 8 states. There's 8 states that have a population of less than 8 million. And that means that these people that just traditionally, blah, 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 blah. And then they're like the browning of America. And then if you're on the Republican and you say white replacement theory, the Democrats look at you like you're a crazy conspiracy theorist. But if you go back just 10 years and you read a fucking book, there were Democrats writing books about something called the browning of America, where they believed that if you let enough brown people into America, the Republicans would never be able to win another election because brown people ultimately vote Democrat. Okay? So there was a thing called the browning of America where Democrats were openly saying in books that we would love to open up the border. We would love to open up immigration to bring as many brown people as possible so the Republicans can never win another election.
Yeah.
Okay? Getting off topic slightly.
Okay. Okay.
Here's my conspiracy. When I hear the Republicans talk about this, I can't help but think about the movie Red Dawn. Okay? Do you know the movie Red Dawn?
Yes.
Red Dawn is a movie where all of a sudden one day a foreign agency, a foreign agency coordinated an attack on all of America at one time overnight. You woke up in the morning, cities were already overrun, people were fucking parachuting from the sky, the whole thing, right? So when people are talking about the border, and you're talking about 8 million people, most of them men, okay? When you're talking about refugees in Europe, it's a 50-50. It's 50% men, 50% women and children. At the border of America, it's 91% men, 7.5% women and children.
Yeah.
That's not a refugee system. That's a infiltration. That's a war infiltration. Okay? Here's my conspiracy. If I watch the news and think Red Dawn, what's the number one thing that people remember from the movie Red Dawn? Wolverines!
Yeah.
Who just won the national championship? The Michigan Wolverines. So when you Google Wolverines, the 1 millionth thing that comes up will be the movie Red Dawn. And what's the one thing you don't want if you are planning on having immigrants come into this country and take over voting and change the landscape of the land, the last thing you want is American patriots thinking about Red Dawn. Okay?
Yeah.
So now, if TikTok can believe that Taylor Swift went to a Jets game, so when you type in Taylor Swift Jet, it comes up with her at the football game, not how much CO2 she produces riding in jets, then you could also believe that the Michigan Wolverines won the national championship, so the phrase Wolverines doesn't pop up Red Dawn whatsoever on internet searches. That is my thing.
It's possible. That's a very good possibility. So let's break this down.
Okay, I'm gonna
break
do
this
it.
down. Okay.
I don't actually believe this. I'm doing it for TikTok.
No. I was talking like let's break this down the border conversation and actual information.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Border
you do that.
stats and shit like that. So like, dude, the border situation's out of control. Obviously, I didn't know that. Is that an actual fact that you presented there with the fucking 91% male thing?
Yes.
Oh, that's alarming.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually alarming.
Yes.
That's not refugee. No.
Yeah, no.
Usually refugee, like you can look up the stats for other refugee situations.
Well, this is
Usually
how
it's
you.
fucking
This
like
is how you know. Okay.
59-60% fucking male, female, and children.
6 months ago, the Biden administration was openly criticizing any Republican that had a problem with the way the border was right now. The reports started coming in, and even Tucker Carlson and other people that are on their side, the establishment side for the most part, they even started saying, hey, this is weird that it's all men.
Yeah.
Why is it all men if they're refugees? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if, like, I don't know about you.
That's
okay?
alarming.
But if I'm a man and I live in a country that's so bad, I'm going to travel through cartel-ridden Mexico to get to the border that I may or may not be able to cross. Okay? I'm not leaving my wife behind if it's that bad.
Now,
Okay?
one thing I'm going to say though, like just to kind of maybe combat this a little bit and add a little bit of logic to the situation.
Okay.
Well, the reason that could be so high is because you have the men coming here to establish their life and then get the family across later.
Yes.
That's a good possibility.
Yes. But that's why the acceptable number is 74%.
I would agree with
Okay.
that, yeah.
No immigration ever has been above 83% that wasn't military based.
Fair enough.
These are the numbers that I'm reading from. Okay. Just in case
Now,
anybody's
hold
wondering,
up. Here's
right
another
wing
thing
Josh
I'd like
is
to know.
back at it. I'm reading this from the Biden administration's Department of Justice. The Department of Justice, from the most woke administration of all time, the Biden administration, they're saying, hey, actually, we might have fucked up letting this many people cross that are men, and now we're going to give you an example, 2 days ago, you know Furby, the black Furby lady, Biden's speaker, she even came out and made the hilarious lie, we're trying to close the border, it's Republicans that are stopping us. They've actually realized that it's a mistake.
So, okay. Hold up. Alright. Another thing I'd like to know about this is what's the background of these people? Are they all, like, Central South American, shit like that?
No.
Or are there, like, Asian and fucking Russians or shit like that coming across from, like, fucking China through Mexico?
Okay, so
This is a serious question. This is a possibility.
46% of the people crossing the border are actually from Mexico or Mexico adjacent countries.
Okay.
Okay? The other 59% are from not South America, not Mexico. Okay? Now, I can give you a perfect example of how I know this to be true. I just told you, did I or did I not, right before we went live, I told you that Clicks, another popular Twitch streamer, did an e-dating stream.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you know that one of his e-dates was a hot girl, and she goes, oh, I'm from Ukraine. And he goes, oh, when did you move to America? She goes, during the war, I came across the southern border. It was easier for her to fly to Mexico then come across the border.
Well, I mean,
and listen, she said this to him live on Twitch to the point where he said, and I quote, are you sure you can say that? Should I just eliminate you to save you? She said, and I quote, I had to leave my Ukrainian border in the desert of Mexico so that I could just get into America. And not only did they let her into America with no passport, no information, no nothing, they let her into America, they bussed her to Florida. She jumped over the Mexican border in Texas, and then Texas got her on a bus. They paid for it. A bus from from Texas to Florida, and now she's living in Florida.
Okay. That's alarming. All right, let's be real here.
The fact that it's that easy and she's talking about it and doesn't even realize.
Well, no.
Like, this is the thing. When Clicks showed concern, like, are you allowed to say that? Like, what the fuck? She's like, I talked to an American policeman at the border. I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed. Like, they're being given essentially citizenship almost at the border. Like, they're being, in so many words, they're being told, yeah, you're allowed to be here now.
So, okay, as our enemy, if you're Russia, China, anybody that really hates America, all right, you're going to look at that border and be like, perfect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's what Tucker's talking about. Tucker interviewed a military general 2 weeks ago where he sat down with them and he asked them, he was like, let me ask you something. What are the chances, not that it will happen, but that the setup for it has happened? So now what Tucker means by that is not that the percentage that something will get blown up, or the not the chances that a bunch of people will be killed, but what are the chances are a group of people cross the southern border with the intention of, if they get told to, do something like that.
Yeah.
And that general said 90%.
No, yeah, that's really where it's at this point. So, okay, now that we kind of established, like, you know, the whole border situation, let's talk about America's invadability, right? If you look at it from a map standpoint, we're one of the most uninvadable countries. You either, like, the land route, you'd have to either land in Canada or Mexico in order to fucking come through. All right?
Yep.
Mexico's not going to let that happen. Canada's not going to let that happen without a fight. Canada's a hard motherfucker to fight, and if you go and fight either of them, you got to deal with us immediately. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a land route's not a thing. A sea route's possible, but if you look at it this way, we have a pretty elaborate setup around our ocean, like the ocean around our waters. Like up until international waters, as soon as you hit our waters, we know you're there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Airspace, and kind of hard to penetrate. Very hard to penetrate. Like, given the fact that we have the most advanced fucking, you know, radar system and, you know, what the fuck is it called? Radar avoidance system, basically, on our planes. You know what I mean? Like stealth bombers and shit. Since we have the most advanced stealth bombers and shit like that, so it's kind of hard to match our fucking military might there and actually get like an air-based, sea-based, or land-based attack going on us. So realistically, the only route that you have that is a good possibility, like other than invading Alaska and trying to push through Canada, which not going to end well there either. You know what I mean? You have to almost go inside and have an incel type method, dude, to where like multiple things pop off.
Okay. So I'm going to address what Neil said, then I'm going to go into what you said, okay? So if you're openly attacking America, then you are ready to start World War III. Exactly, which is why I don't think that's what's happening.
Yeah, no.
Now, to what you said, here's my defense to what you're saying.
Okay.
This isn't about attacking America into a full-fledged war.
No,
okay?
It's about fucking igniting a little bit of something.
This is about doing 9/11 without it being on your hands this time, right? So they killed JFK. They got what they wanted.
Yeah.
They made the CIA stronger. They made their foreign interest stronger. They made their status in the global superpower of the world stronger. Okay. 9/11 happens. They go and they fucking change the Middle East completely. Okay? What do both of those things have in common? The American people are no longer buying that they happen the way they were told.
Yeah.
So if you need something to get the American people involved in wanting to go to war, because if anything from Ukraine or the Palestinian conflict has taught us, is Americans aren't full-fledged just going along with war anymore. We don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe back in the day, right after 9/11, we were like, fuck yeah, turn the Middle East into glass. Whatever you want to do. Okay? We're not with that anymore. We were lied to about the Middle East. We were lied to about JFK. We were lied to about 9/11. We're lied to about all of it. Okay? Yeah. We don't want to just blindly give people money to start wars we don't care about anymore.
No, I 100% get that, yes.
So what's the one surefire way to guarantee that we get involved?
An attack on American soil.
An attack on American soil. But the only way that's going to happen is if you let it. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And the only way you can let it happen without making another 9/11 or what is Israel's number one criticism right now? How is the supposedly number one most secure, unattackable place on the planet able to be brutally attacked by a bunch of sand cave dwelling freaks? Right? So Everybody's
Because
just
we let it
assuming
happen.
Netanyahu or somebody in the Israeli government let it happen so they could retaliate the way they have. Okay?
Yep.
America wants at all costs to avoid that because we've learned that lesson. 2001 taught us that lesson.
Yeah, no shit.
You can't just lie. The internet exists now.
Yeah,
Okay?
no shit. It's a lot worse now. It was
So-
better back then, but it's
So
not
if
bad
you're
as
a
it is
country that knows you have enemies, and those enemies really do want to attack you, but your defense is so good that they can never score, well, what do? You just tell your defense to drop the ball,
now. Yeah, no
which
shit.
you let people in the border, okay? And then when we do something stupid, because this is how it'll go. Are you ready? This is exactly how it'll go. Iran has hated America for 30 plus years. Shout out George Bush Sr. Way to go, pal. Okay? Iran's hated America for 30 plus years. They've always wanted to attack us, and they would every day if they could, but they can't. Okay? But if we let them, they will.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, you have to open up your defense, you have to let a few across the border, and then what will happen is we will attack some Iranian generals, which we did last week.
Okay, you ready? You ready for
Hold on,
something
hold on.
that I want to add to this?
So we attack some Iranian generals, and then Iran responds by having their sleeper cells that came across the border attack us, and then our news, our propaganda machine will go, Iran attacked us unprovoked!
All right, so hear me out. Now, to add to what you're saying with the Iran situation, the thing that would actually absolutely be insane right now, and dude, if we call this now, we better blow up if I call this now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So, I think it was like 2-3 months ago, they cut the defense budget in a major way. Now, one of the ways that they did it was here on United States soil. Do you know what they cut back on? Guarding, our military no longer helps guard nuclear facilities.
Okay.
So they cut back on. That's how they cut back on their defense budget. They no longer guard nuclear facilities. All right. Now, what's one thing that Iran would love to attack if it was a coordinated attack with the government? More than likely, a nuclear facility. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just based upon the fact that we have fought tooth and nail with them in the United Nations about their whole nuclear capabilities. We're like the leading country that was like, no.
I just want to explain it real quick.
What's up?
The reason that's happening is because America has decided that before we had nuclear missiles and stuff on our continent.
Oh no, I'm talking about like nuclear facilities, as in like.
No, I know.
I'm not talking about like fucking like launch sites. Those are military bases. They're covered. What I'm talking about are like nuclear energy sites.
No. I know. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
just
just wanted to start at the beginning.
No, I just want to make sure you knew.
So, America, we had the research facilities,
And then
the
there's two things I want to touch on with
silos,
Neil.
all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
We had that on American soil. 2018 in November, we created what's known as the Bubble Dome. Okay, and you won't read a lot about this because it's like weirdly secret, which makes no sense. But
If
it's
about
basically
if it's about our
Israeli
air defense system.
yes,
Yeah,
but
dude,
it no longer requires anything nuclear. Okay, so what America has done is they've moved all their nuclear research facilities and silos out of America.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why it seems like they cut all the security and stuff for nuclear facilities is because there used to be 56 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's 7 left.
Well, I'm talking about for nuclear energy sites. Like,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So all of our nuclear energy sites are now over in Germany and
no, I'm talking about like power production plants.
that's what I'm
There's
saying.
way more than 7.
Huh?
There's way more than 7 of those.
Okay. Non-privatized, which means they're owned by the government. There's 7.
Okay. Yeah.
Privatized ones are weird because obviously, SpaceX
or
is
even
privatized, but it's still contracted by the Department of
Yeah.
Defense. That's what I'm talking about
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
To me, there is a difference between a privately owned thing that's just making money off of what the military wants, and then the thing that's owned by the military itself. Because the reason is because if I'm a company that's doing things for the military, I most likely, to save my own ass, will document everything they ask me to do. If it's a facility that's owned by the military itself, the general will just show up and be like, do this, don't write it down.
Well, basically, what's going on with these power plants where they are privatized, like say West Penn Power owned a fucking nuclear facility here in Washington, Pennsylvania.
They'd have to pay so much more taxes than all the other ones.
We're not going to get into the politics of that. Let's just say that they own one here, right?
Okay?
All right. the government would be like, hey, we know that's yours, we know that's your property, but it's kind of a national security risk. We're going to send in some military people to watch over that. That's basically what was happening with them.
Yeah,
Now they no longer do that.
that's how you keep a monopoly with the ruse of capitalism.
Well, yeah, no, I get what you're saying there. But you know what I'm saying? Now they
Yes.
no longer do that, so there's a lot of unprotected facilities out there. Iran, realistically, if they wanted to do something that would be like, hey, fuck you, guy, it would be attacking a nuclear facility, in my opinion.
I don't think we would need it to be that big. Like,
Do I think they're going to, like, make it detonate, anything like that? No. What I would think would happen, you'd have, like, 2 or 3 gunmen, like, fucking storm the place, like, fucking smash down the barricade or some shit. Maybe 1 or 2 fucking guards die. Maybe a fucking guy dies on the floor or something like that. And then, you know, that's whenever it's like, well, this is the problem. They attacked it.
this is where I think you're wrong, is the military playbook is if it's not actually Iran doing it against us without us wanting them to do it, right? So this is purely on the speculation that we're involved with them to make it happen, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of citizens, now I'm not going to say most because it's definitely not most, but a lot of citizens would chalk that up to, oh no, that's a military strategy that makes sense. Okay? What gets people emotional is civilian death. So if you're involved with them, you wouldn't care about a nuclear power plant because then all you have is the news
Well, I mean, there's still
shouting the word nuclear every day. Okay?
But then there are also still civilians there, though, too. But I get what you're saying. I get where you're going with this.
But most nuclear facilities are away from cities,
Yeah.
large amounts of thing. And
I think we do have a nuclear power plant. Let me look.
okay, can I say this though?
Do what you're
9/11, we can agree that that was crazy. It sounds crazy. Even to us, it sounds crazy. We did this 2 months ago. How many people died in 9/11? It's not nearly as many people as we thought. You know what I mean? You're talking about the busiest city in the fucking world other than Tokyo. 2 towers collapse, less than 2,000 people die on the ground. Okay? They're not actually looking to commit mass destruction. They're looking to invoke an emotional response to get people on board. Okay?
Bro, time out. Let me just tell you this. We have 3 nuclear power plants within an hour drive of us.
I don't see how that matters. Like, it would have to be in extreme explosions. Think about 9/11, bro.
But dude,
9/11 was in the biggest city in the world. It was 2 square blocks. They're trying to control it. What you're saying is they're going to go full force, like they're going to blow up an entire 12 square mile radius. They're not going to do that.
Hell no.
They'll
I'm
never
not saying
do that.
Nobody's saying that. Like I said, I see them like going at a facility,
I got you,
Killing
Crazy
couple-
Sparky.
killing a couple, and then calling it a day. I don't see a full blown explosion. You know what I mean? But dude, okay.
They would do another 9/11 style thing. They would
did
They would destroy something in a big city that
Oh,
would
yeah.
be controlled. Where
What do you think would happen if someone destroyed the Liberty bitch, Lady Liberty?
the Statue of Liberty.
Do you think that would matter at this point, or do you think people would actually get riled up about that?
Oh, 100% people would be riled up.
Okay, fair enough.
This is what I think people don't understand.
I still haven't got to address the Neil things.
No, we're going to as soon as I'm done with the statement.
Yeah.
Don't even let me speak after this. As soon as I'm done with the Statue of Liberty thing, you go.
Okay.
I think that if the only reason we think that people wouldn't care is because it hasn't happened. If the Mount Rushmore, the Statue of Liberty, anything that we put on a U.S. postcard was destroyed in a terror attack, okay, and it didn't have obvious signs of American false flag, 90% of this country would lose their fucking mind and want to go to war.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Fair enough. Fuck, you actually made me think of something else there. Dude. Never mind. Anyway, so the Neil thing. China and Russia would be the only ones that would attack us. 100% they would be. But the thing that, like, a lot of people don't realize, you can take the number 2 and number 3 military, combine them together, and it doesn't equal the might that we have in our military force. You know what I mean? So standing against us is a hard thing to do. And honestly, that's kind of why they're already deciding, hey, we need to unite if we even have a chance. And North Korea trying something, I really don't ever fucking see that. I think Kim Jong-un's more or less like a toddler that's just like sitting there. He acts crazy. He's like that edgy kid. You know what I mean? That edgy kid at school that was always like, I'll throw a fucking pencil at the board while the fucking teacher's not looking or some shit. You know what I mean? But realistically, he was a puss.
Okay.
I feel like that's the North Korea situation.
I've changed my tune on North Korea.
What?
I'm not going to say I read a book. I listened to half of a book. Okay? Okay? I listened to half of a book and read 4 articles from Eastern Asia.
Okay.
Okay? Kim Jong-un has recently changed his tune. Not to be a rapper.
Well, hold up.
Hold on.
The thing I'm going to say that might lead into this is the fact that Donald Trump actually visited fucking North Korea. He's the first president to do that in how long?
Okay? I don't care if that has anything to do with it or not. This is the only thing that matters to me.
Yeah.
When he was a young kid and he had taken over for his father, he was what you would call radical.
100%, yes.
He was insane.
Let's nuke everything. Let's fight everything.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's recently come to realize that he's a small fish in a big pond.
No shit.
Okay? And luckily for him, his small fish has protection from the bigger fish. And he started acting that way. So do you know what he said recently?
What?
He begged America. He begged us.
Nice.
Okay? In the most supreme leader type of way.
Okay.
He said, it's in my best interest, in the world's best interest. So the same thing. Okay, so essentially he was implying what's in his best interest is always in the world's best interest. But he was essentially saying what's in my best interest and what's in the world's best interest is that America stop letting the Middle East pull the wool over their eyes. He was basically saying that if we blindly support Israel, we will not be able to recover.
Yeah.
Okay? As a world. As a dynamic of the world.
Yeah.
Okay? He says it'll upset the balance and blah, 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 blah. Okay? So this dude went from, I'm a god, I'll nuke anybody that looks at me sideways. You've all seen the pictures of me with binoculars. I look scary. Okay? I'm a badass. Okay? He changed from that to, I have a lot of power in a big pond, but I'm not the biggest fish in the pond. And in order for me to stay where I'm at, I need the bigger fish to keep fighting.
Yeah.
And now he's acting like it. So now that it looks like America's falling, it seems like he's on America's side.
Yeah.
Because he knows, without America being the big bad guy of the world, they might end up being a target. Okay? Because nobody's going to fuck with North Korea. Because everybody's got to save their fucking shit in case we start popping off.
I'm glad we're actually on the topic of North Korea.
Because every 4 years, everything changes. Every 4 years, like, no other world dictator can make a plan. Even Putin's been president for 20 fucking years. Okay? And he hasn't been able to make a plan that's good enough because every 4 years the world changes because of America's fucking politics. Okay? So Putin's like, I've been the leader for 20 years. Can't get shit done because America changes rulers every 4 years. It's bullshit. So every 4 years he has to change his plan. Okay? That's the world. The world's like, fuck, man. But Kim Jong-un's just sitting over there. America lets me be me every 4 years. Let's not fuck this up, dude.
All right, so hear me out, dude. So I'm glad you brought up North Korea. All right, homie. What the fuck are you looking at?
Chat?
Oh, it's just Jared.
Do I know this game?
Hey,
he asked me a question.
if you're going to do the fucking Liberty thing, put scantily clad. I wouldn't put bikini because then it might not work.
Statue of Liberty. And scandally?
Scantily. SCANTILY. All right. Anyways.
Wait, spell it again?
SCANTILY.
Yeah, what were you saying?
So, all right. I'm glad you mentioned North Korea. Actually, do you know what country was the only country we've ever been pushed out of, and by which other country?
I'll play dumb for the clip. Italy?
Yeah, totally Italy, my dude. Yeah, it was Italy. Mussolini really tried hard, but Germany pushed us out of there. All right. No, North Korea, we actually got pushed out by China. All right. But do you realize that the point at which we finally got pushed out was whenever we were like, oh, 500 of our Marines slaughtered 29,000 of your men? Yeah, we're going to pull out now, guys. All right. We got enough XP. We're level 100. You know what I mean?
It scantily is not allowed.
Really?
It did allow bikini though.
Well,
Warning! Warning! This pod.
we did things, chat. I mean, I fucks with it. I'd look her up on Pornhub.
I mean, dude, check this out though. It's a sausage sword. Not to be confused with the sausage dagger. or the other sausage sword. Are you ready? Dragon Ball Z Blonde Samurai.
I like that, though. That's
Or
hard.
a sausage slinging samurai in SpongeBob graphics. That's creepy.
No fucking way, chat.
Okay, go ahead. Put
Hold
that
on.
in
What's the
the
old man? What's that hard looking one? Why's
This
that-
one?
Yeah. Why's he got my haircut, dog?
Dude, the only problem is that there's no sausage.
I know, but he's got my haircut. It's bullshit, man.
She's not green though. That dude.
Favorite porn star at the moment, go.
What? Dude, I would have answered that in December, but
Oh, what was it in December, boy?
in January, I'm off porn, dude.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to better myself. I'm working out. I'm eating less food.
Sheena Ryder.
What? No, that was probably November,
She's
October
bad,
or
though,
something.
boy.
Whew. Let me go.
He said, let me go.
Let me go December. December was weird, though, because I was into some weird shit in December, dude. Let's go. Well, all of 2023 was Alex Starr. We'll go to that.
Olivia Austin.
I don't know that one.
Fucking up.
Probably.
I mean, I like MILFs, though, too, so.
You know who Alex Starr is?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What's all dude? What's all dude?
Yeah, did I get it?
Yeah,
Did I get it, dude?
But in December, I was on a weird thing.
Oh, who's the fucking one? Skylar Vox.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I call her sandbag tit, but okay.
Hey, no, those titties are alright. I like natural titties, dude.
Who doesn't? You
I-
think I ain't never watched 4 videos plus? What you think I'm just out here watching the fucking
Oh, fuck.
previews?
Johanna Angel.
Don't know that one.
Woo! You like tattoos?
Mhm.
Oh, you like big tits?
I'm a big fan.
You like nice round ass?
Who doesn't?
We're there, boy.
Okay, let's see. Can we talk about the Cat Williams thing, bro?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I forgot that you wanted to get onto that.
It's 7:30. The answer for you, Sam, is Marge, you homosexual. Neil hit us with the callback legend.
That was Jared, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I just like it to be Neil.
I wish it was Neil. He's much better. He's cooler. He's a lot cooler.
No, the problem is both him and Neil are both green when I see their names.
Neil was red for me today. Or no, Neil was like dark green. He was turquoise.
So you tell people what you know about the Cat Williams thing.
I know that Cat Williams went on and exposed basically a lot of these motherfuckers for basically taking a deal with the devil, quote, quote, devil, Illuminati. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In order to get to where they're at now. And he basically was like, I don't do that. That's why I've been in jail and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm paraphrasing majorly here.
Okay.
But yeah. Like didn't he come at like Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, the Kings of Comedy, basically.
Yeah, he came at Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, fucking Smiley Joe, Kevin Hart, all those guys.
I'm
those
gonna have to
things.
watch this interview now because I didn't see the Kevin Hart bit.
Okay, so I have some things written down here to talk about. Number one, Cat Williams shakes up the black and comedy communities. Okay? So, if anybody wants to know, Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay, which is Shannon Sharp's podcast,
Shannon Sharp.
and he did a podcast. And they got drunk, and Cat Williams was drunk to start the interview, as Shannon Sharp tells everybody. But Cat Williams immediately starts going in, yo, Shannon, you had a bunch of people on the show that said stuff that I had to come on and disagree with. Okay? I heard he attacked your boy Joe Rogan. First of all, Joe Rogan's not my boy. I've talked enough shit on this podcast about Joe Rogan to never be invited to the inner circle. So there's that. Stop. But so Cat Williams decided to come on and drunkenly address Shannon Sharp by saying, you let these fucking clowns on here to tell lies and I want to set them straight. Mm-hmm. And he set some things straight. Okay? And I wrote down two things that he talked about when it comes to setting the record straight. Well, there's two things written down and then the third thing we'll talk about. Number one is Cedric the Entertainer steals jokes. Okay? So now, I've always personally, you know, this is going to sound blasphemous to the comedy community because I feel like I'm part of it, or going to be. Cedric the Entertainer has never done it for me.
You're the white Cat Williams, dog.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll speak better sentences than him, but I'll take it.
Hey, Cat Williams is funny, dog.
I'm not saying he's not funny, but...
Poor little tink tink.
Nope. I'm not saying his comedy is all-time pro. Okay? All-time pro. Him as a person.
He's not all Madden, but he's pro.
Okay? So, Cedric the Entertainer steals jokes, which I don't have a problem with because I personally thought Cedric is blandish. And the fact that the black community props him up is just another one of those things that us white people like to say, oh, you just care about your people. You don't care about the quality of the content. Okay? If a black person makes a joke and a white person makes the same joke, black people will instinctually think the black person killed that joke, the white person's been all right. Okay? And that's just how it is. So Cedric the Entertainer apparently stole a bunch of Cat Williams jokes. Steve Harvey apparently stole Cat Williams' backstory from childhood. Steve Harvey apparently claims that he grew up homeless on the East Coast and blah 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 blah. And Cat Williams says that that was his story and Steve Harvey stole it, and that's how he ended up getting all 7 of the TV shows Steve Harvey has now. Is that he grew up in a above middle class family with above middle class means, with above average connections to Hollywood, but still decided to steal Cat Williams' story to have a sympathy story to make it early in Hollywood. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay. The third one is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart can't stand being not the funniest small person, so anytime that Cat Williams is in the same area as Kevin Hart leaves.
You okay, bud?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, just making sure.
We're on the new Twitch rules, bud.
I didn't... Oh, wait, new Twitch rules don't give a fuck about anything?
No, they don't care about nicotine.
Nice.
Now, none of that matters
Wait, we're
to
still
me.
not trying to piss off Twitch?
What are you talking about?
We started off wanting to piss off Twitch.
Well, they conceded to all the things I was angry about.
Damn right they better listen to us. We never talked about this.
Oh, that's right, you weren't here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we started the war. A month later, they conceded and let us do everything we were upset about.
Can we smoke the Mary Jane?
Yes, we have to mark it, but we can.
Mark it, what do you mean?
There's a button when we fill out our title and everything.
So you just like hit the button and it says, hey,
we promote tobacco, marijuana, and drinking.
Ah, okay.
Which basically just makes our channel 18 plus.
Which is what we've tried to do from the beginning.
But it limits, like, the weird thing
limits
is,
its
okay,
fucking
so
exposure.
Here, yes, exactly.
Yes.
So, like, what I mean by that is if you're a channel that, even if you are an 18 plus channel, right, you are clearly above 18. You have your own Twitch account on your phone.
Yeah.
Let's just say randomly you don't watch channels on a regular basis and or watch family-friendly channels, right? Or you don't exclusively watch channels that say that, okay? Mm-hmm. Twitch will only recommend you channels similar to what you've watched. So unless you actively watch channels that promote weed or promote gambling or anything like that, it will not pop up in your suggestions. So by clicking that, we're cutting our audience potential by a lot.
Yeah, I get.
But also, I'm not clicking it because if I can click it and be allowed, I'll just say I forgot to click it. We haven't even had a single warning.
Exactly.
We're 3 years in, haven't had a warning. They'll figure it the fuck out.
We're about to fucking really get it year 3 here, boys.
All right. Now, Cat Williams has said all those things about comedy, which I don't have a problem with because when I went to Texas and I went to Joe Rogan's club, I felt what Cat Williams was saying is there is an insular group of people. Each comedy group has their set of people, and once that group makes it big, if you're in that group, you make it big. If you're out of that group and they don't like you, you get shit talked on and you get destroyed. Okay?
Yes.
Cat Williams was saying about the Kings of Comedy in the early 90s. Joe Rogan has that effect now after 2019. Okay. Here's the things of the Cat Williams interview where I had to point things out. Okay?
My hair is long as shit, bro.
Yeah, mine too, actually.
That long, though?
You've been doing it 3 times as long as me. Mine's half that long. My hair grows fast.
True.
But anyway, here are some facts that Cat Williams said during his interview that made a lot of people...
Statements, we'll call them.
Yeah, statements that Cat Williams said during his interview that made a lot of people dismiss all the real things he may have said. I'll give you a few of them. By age 5, I could read full books in 3 different languages.
Now, hold up, dude. Hold up. No, hold up. Not because I will say there was a point where he's like he's actually, if you look into it, he is actually associated with like a group of geniuses or some shit like that. So like him having a genius level IQ isn't outside of the realm of possibility, we'll say. But argue that, to be devil's advocate here, no genius gets in a fight with a fucking 13-year-old boy and goes to jail over it.
Okay. Also, no geniuses. Okay, we can all agree there's been geniuses on this planet. And none of them, some of them could read by age 3. None of them could read full chapter books in 3 different languages by age 5.
Full chapter books by age 5, yes.
That's what he said.
Maybe in 2 languages?
No, he said 3 languages. I'll actually add to it, because I thought you were going to be on board. And he read 3 languages in full by age 5. Okay? That's not the whole statement. I read 3 languages in full by age 5, and I was reading so many books that they put me in charge of a company. At age 5, I didn't think I had to go into the company thing. That doesn't happen. There's people that had graduated Harvard at age 16. They couldn't read 3 books in 3 different languages at age 5. Okay, now, here's another statement he said. I'm not saying he's not smart. I was fucking smart. Okay?
I get you. I'm very intelligent myself.
Here's another thing he said. I read 3,000 books a year from age 8 to 12. Do you know how many days are in a year? 365. 366 on a good year.
You ain't gonna be able to read that many books in that much time. Look, I was in jail and I didn't read that much books in that time.
3,000 books a year?
You have to be.
That's 10 books a day, minimum.
Easy.
Okay, here's another thing he said. He ran a 4.17 40-yard dash in middle school.
Oh, you never know.
The fastest 40-yard dash ever recorded is 4.22.
I know. But hey, man.
Cat Williams tells Shannon fucking Sharp.
Why are you hitting me?
Because, dude, Cat Williams told Shannon Sharp, a Hall of Fame NFL player, that in middle school, I ran a sub 4.17. Shannon Sharp laughed so hard, he goes, "You mean Jimmy John's sub?" It's a dumb joke, but at least I understood what the fuck he was saying. Is there's no way, Cat Williams, because Chris Johnson ran a 4.22. Fastest guy in the NFL as a running back ran a 4.22. You're saying in middle school with your little ass Charlie Brown legs, you was fucking 360 spinning them bitches like tires, hitting a 4.17?
He's Sonic the Hedgehog, bro. Don't argue with
Cat Williams goes, I was this size to age 5. So in middle school, I was a big kid. And I ran a sub 4.17. In middle school, people were talking about I'd be in the NFL. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Nobody said that to you ever, dude.
You'd get
Not
leveled.
once.
My man would have got leveled, boy.
Okay? Now, here's the thing that Cat Williams said that I thought was very funny.
Okay. Now, what's some factuals after this? What's some factuals that you think he said? After this, I want to get into some factuals.
Like some things that he said that are real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we can do that. Here's another one, funny one. Now, I don't know if this is true or if this is fake, but if this is true, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. He said that he wanted to be universally funny. He didn't want to just be funny to black people.
Okay.
Or poor whites.
Okay.
He said, I want to be funny to everybody. So, he studied 2 people to be funny to white people. Who do you think he studied?
Bill Burr.
Nope.
No, fuck.
George Carlin
Okay.
and Monty Python.
I mean, hey, bro, like, dude. He's not far. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good base to start off with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to argue that, okay?
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's funny to me that he was sitting there as a black man destroying black rooms and the white people weren't laughing as hard. And he was like, what can I do to make the white people laugh as hard? Let me watch Monty Python's The Holy Grail and George Carlin. What the fuck are they saying? You know,
Dude, thank you. I'm gonna go watch that tonight. The George Carlin one. I haven't watched that so
he
long.
had 16 specials. In the one that I just
one
said,
right there is the best.
Yeah,
hands down.
Yeah.
Bro. That's like Cat Williams has like fucking 8 specials himself, and only one of them is the best.
Reading 3 languages is extra funny when you combine it with the poor homeless backstory. 100%. Well, this is another thing he said. He said that age 12, he grew up in Ohio, and he looked at his mom and he said, sorry, Mom, I know my life isn't supposed to be here. And he walked to a truck stop, asked every truck driver, where are you going? One guy said Florida, jumped in the back of that dude's truck, moved to Florida at age 12, never looked back. Left his parents in Ohio at age 12, moved to Florida at age 12. Listen, man, I'm not saying that's not true. Okay?
Hey, bro. Hey,
I'm not saying that's not true.
Cat. Why you doubt my boy Cat out in these streets, bro?
Because something, like, if I told you that I was once on the ballot to be an Olympic weightlifter, you'd have some questions.
No, bro. I ain't gonna question it. You're my boy, dog. You're my boy. I support you 100%, bro.
Hell
Fuck
yeah,
that
dude.
shit,
Dude,
I
hell
support
yeah,
Cat. I support you.
That's the whole point. Cat Williams has been famous and selling out tours of 100 cities for 15 plus years. He has no people in his circle anymore that say, hey, Cat, that sounds wild. Everything Cat Williams says, everybody's like, dude, 100%. You're the smartest guy that's ever existed.
100% Cat.
You know? It's like fucking
Fucking 199 IQ. That's you, dog.
Dude, Cat Williams is hilarious, dude. Listen, when there's two
I said
things-
factual things, bro. The factuals. Let's be real here. Let's be real about the factuals. Because we got like...
Comedy's not as much as a meritocracy as they say it is.
No shit. It's who you know and who you blow, guy.
Exactly. Also, another thing he said that's facts. Hollywood.
Pedophiles.
That's not what he said.
Oh.
What he said
It's
was
true, but that's not what he said.
Hollywood, for some reason, really likes seeing black men in dresses.
Yeah, haven't you ever noticed that?
No. I did notice, that's why I'm telling you I agree with it.
Tyler Perry's all
You
for it.
asked me to tell you the things I agree with.
No, yeah, no, I get you.
If I never saw it, I'd be sitting over here like, hey, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? But I've seen it.
Tyler Perry all about it, bro.
First of all, listen.
That's why he got the fame he did, because he was so about it.
Tyler Perry's interesting. Can I explain to you why it bugs me that he gets so much hate?
I don't hate him. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
But he gets a lot of hate.
He does,
Do you want to know why?
because he writes stereotypical black movies.
Because he's black.
Yes.
Okay? He's, in my mind, separate everything you can. Separate the fucking wokeness from it. Just think about what he does as an actor / director filmmaker.
I mean,
He's the black Adam Sandler.
yeah.
All of his friends get movie roles. He makes movies for low budget that make a lot of money compared to the budget he makes. and he gets hated on for no reason.
He's the only motherfucker that I know that can make a play version of his movie and still make money off it.
Matthew Perry gets shit on because he's the
Matthew
Black
Perry?
Adam Sandler.
Matthew Perry's dead.
Well,
Matthew Perry's dead, boy. He died in a hot tub
why?
because of Tyler Perry being
Black
black.
tar heroin.
Oh,
What?
what? Is that they actually do? They actually come out with the toxicology report or something?
They did actually, and it wasn't black tar heroin. It was. They're claiming it was his.
Fentanyl.
No. What's the thing? Not opiates. The other one.
I like how everybody's surprised that Fetty Wap put
Not opioids.
on the scale.
The other one.
Why are people?
Opioids.
Cannabinoids?
Amphetamines! Fuck yeah, dude, nailed it. Okay, so, amphetamines, dude. Okay? My man's was taking amphetamines out the ass. Fucking, arteries on fucking Flint, Michigan water shit. Okay. Not good. Okay?
Not good, bro.
My man's was in a hot tub. What does
Okay.
a hot tub do? Inflames the blood vessels. What happens if you're fucking close to a heart attack and then your blood vessel inflames? Fucking clot. And then you're in a hot tub and then you're...
My man just did a shit ton of fucking cocaine, hopped in the top. Chill, bro. Damn. Holy fuck.
The chair tipped over, bro. What do you want me to do, bro? Gravity. You think I'm anti-gravitarial?
Yes. You're one of the aliens, dude.
Damn, bro, it's not my fault.
It was his medication to help with his drug addiction. Sounds like his drug addiction helped. Suboxone. Suboxone would have been an opioid, my boy.
That's what I said.
No, you said
Wait,
amphetamine.
It was amphetamines.
That's like methamphetamine, Ritalin, shit like that.
They're saying his amphetamine use led to bad blood vessels.
That's a fucking prior use, maybe.
Yes, that's what prior amphetamine use.
That or he had residual fucking cocaine just lying around in his fucking blood. Whenever he hopped in the hot tub, that shit said, "Here we go, boy!"
Well,
What drug do you think Flavor Flav's on? Gotta be crack, right?
the ramen noodle seasoning packet.
Yes.
Flavor Flav!
That's what he's out here snorting before he goes and gets hype on VH1 for Flavor of Love.
100%, dude.
Alright, dude.
Ramen noodle fucking
Chicken or
seasoning.
beef, boy?
Come on, bro. He's black. What do you think? Chicken.
Yo.
Come on, dude. The only time black people care about beef is when Kanye's involved.
But Jared, essentially doesn't matter with Suboxone. Suboxone's an opioid. Essentially or not, an opioid and fucking amphetamine, two different things.
Dude.
One's an upper, one's an downer, dude.
Well, all I know is Suboxone, dude. Okay? Suboxone needs to knock it off because I'm tired of seeing all these subs starting to fucking fight with gloves on.
We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop right there.
You don't want to know about Suboxone?
Dude.
What?
My biggest problem with the Suboxone and all that shit, methadone and all that, you know what I mean? It's just the government selling you heroin now.
Come on, bro. It's called capitalism.
It's called we live in a medical fucking society.
Come on, man. Okay. Montreal police have a warning.
Is it against immigration?
No.
Nuclear facility attacks?
No. It's against you.
Is it against fast midgets that can read books?
It's actually against half-naked midgets that can't reach the math problem they're trying to solve.
Oh, that turns me on so hard.
I know
I'm in a
it does.
wheelchair, my boy.
Yeah, dude.
Bop.
Yeah,
Good shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to grind up all on these midgets. Call me Tony Hawking. Okay, so it's what it is, dude.
So, okay, time out.
Hold
Like,
on.
What kind of complex equation do you think he was having him solve?
Stuff I can't even say without being wrong. You know? Like, the easy answer is E equals MC squared. But every midget knows that. You know what I mean?
Dude, what if he was making him fucking figure out E equals MC squared for the fucking rate at which they're ass clapped?
I think he was trying to make a scientific correlation between real black holes and their black holes.
You think Stephen Hawking could get a hard on?
Yeah, it's what he was famous for.
His dick could get hard, you think?
It was the main joke he said at the event he hosted. He hosted this event for Bill Gates, and the thing that he started with was, people are always wondering, is math hard? Not as hard as I get. Wasn't expecting that. You know, like, you know, like, what, dude? Chill out, dude. There's no midgets here.
Chill out, dude. That's the first time he tried the midget shit. Look up the fucking date of when that happened. That week was the week he did it.
Dude, so we were talking at work about it, and we all came to the conclusion that 100% he wheeled his ass into a fucking college dormitory once. And, like, there was a girl in my school who was midget size, but not a midget, okay? Now, what I mean by that is she's midget height without the fucking weird ass and hands, okay?
Look, dude, there was this chick that I went to school with that was built like that. I wanted to smash the fuck out of that boy.
You wanted to give her that 64%.
Dude, 100%. 100% of that 64%.
100%. We're talking mathematics here.
Dude, split that shit like
dude.
a fucking piece of paper, boy.
Dude.
Rip that shit like a bill I ain't want to pay, boy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking fraction fuck the way I fucking frack that ass. Okay, so when we drill deep, when we're fracking, okay? We meet fractions, and what happens with fractions? We meet midgets, and midgets love fractions, and they do equations.
Look,
and
bro.
when midgets are fraction and they're doing fractions, we call it double fractal experiments. And nobody knows about double fractals like fucking Stephen Hawking, who, when he decided that the fucking black holes were sucking in information, including light, and then on the other side of the black hole, it was turning into a fractal equation, he was like, midgets, fractals, black holes. I love eating midget ass. Solve my math. Do it.
All I know is all I'm trying to do is frack some bitch tonight and leave her with some flowback, dog. That's it.
Flowback.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Nickelback.
Nickelback, yes.
Back to the Jews. Okay.
We lead back. Nickels, Jews, flowback, all there.
I have a video to show you. I did. No, don't pull it up yet. Wait until I explain it. Don't look over here. So do you remember earlier I asked you if you had been on TikTok today at all?
No.
Because there was some stuff going down in New York.
Okay.
Okay, so last night around 8 p.m.,
Jared keeps doing this fucking posture check. I'm going to go down there and shove my foot up his midget ass.
Okay, so a owner of a building called a construction company to come in and fix something. Construction company shows up, discovers the other side of the wall is completely gone and a tunnel has been made. So they call the police. Police show up. They start investigating this tunnel. The tunnel originates in a Jewish synagogue. Okay? Now there's an underground tunnel system. Okay? Now here's where it's weird. Is that the tunnel system goes 3 blocks away to the old residence of Jeffrey Epstein. Okay? Now, let me ask you something. Let's say you are a member of a church, and your church decides it's too expensive to get a building permit. We're going to make a secret tunnel. When you get caught with that secret tunnel, are you overly shocked that they want to take you out of it and then cause a riot? Or are you understanding? So we'll get into the conspiracy aspect after you watch the video. Go ahead, pull it up. This is from last night in New York. Mainstream media won't cover it at all.
What?
Just wait. Watch. They start freaking out once they discover the cops aren't going to let them have their shit back.
Yo!
The cops found their secret tunnel, and they're acting like this.
Where does the secret tunnel go to again?
Oh, a residence 3 blocks away that used to be owned by Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, that's not surprising.
Okay? Now there's 3 different versions of video in this tunnel. In this video. So this is what it looks like past that version of the tunnel. Weird chair, clothes hanging up, tunnel system, all the good jazz. But wait, it's not over. It's not clear why these tunnels were preserved like this, or where they even go.
How do you know they go to Jeffrey Epstein's house, my boy?
The map, it's a different video. Do you see? Look, that's on the other side of the wall. They had a full tunnel system on the other side of a church wall, dude. Okay? So now this is they're asking what they're doing. Okay? Why is there no captions for this?
The captions don't usually help with this.
No, it did. I checked. Look, this is what it was on the street. You see that red thing? That's one of those newspaper boxes. You slid it out. That's their entrance, dude.
That's insanity.
Okay? So these are all videos that came out last night. Go ahead, pull it down so I can get the other video.
Now, time out. Here's my problem with that, alright? So I have a huge problem with that. The shit is not right, man. The fact that they're freaking out about it, that shit's hiding something heavy, boy.
Okay, go ahead, pull this up, and then keep talking. Go ahead, say what you feel. It's some of the same video, but different video as well.
Hey, dude, how many people were snatched and taken down into that little fucking
12
hole there?
people were arrested because 12 people had their names on the lease. Only people with their names on the lease could be arrested. Or if you were causing a disturbance. But look how much they're freaking out, dude.
Yeah, they're destroying their own church over this. Dude, illegally dug too, dude. Like, dude, it just doesn't
Look,
make
this
sense.
is what the street was like. Look at this.
The youths had dug a tunnel beneath the building to connect to another property amid a long-standing property dispute with a synagogue.
And that's the Jeffrey Epstein building. That's how I know. It's another video. If you watch the other video, it'll show you that the building that this tunnel connects to...
To a nearby ritual bath in protest.
Yeah, and... You think he owned an island but not a ritual bath?
This is wild, dude.
But think about this, dude. If it wasn't Jewish people, the news would be all over it. Imagine if it was just regular whites in Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
The news would be all over this.
El Rapo on that bitch, oh, dude.
But dude, think about how crazy this is. Hold on, let me find the other part. Okay, I can't find the other one. But go ahead, pull it down. Back to the podcast. Yep, nice. Okay. But dude, think about this. These motherfuckers
Galspacho Jones
decided we don't need a building permit. We're going to create a tunnel under the largest city in America. Think about this. New York City per building, okay, is the heaviest city on the planet other than Tokyo. Okay? Now what that means is per square foot in New York City, there's more pressure on the ground than anywhere else on earth other than Tokyo. Mm-hmm. Okay? And these guys decided that they're just going to start tunneling and burrowing under some of the biggest buildings in the world. And then when the police show up and go, you can't do this. Now, do you remember the video of the cop standing there talking and you were like, oh, the closed captioning isn't going to do anything?
Yeah.
So if you watch that video on your own, what's happening is the Jewish man is asking, what's going on? Why are you guys doing this? And the cop says the owner of this building wants this stuff fixed tonight. So we're going to have to clear out the shul, which is the Jewish word for synagogue. We're going to have to clear out the shul and we're going to have to fill it all in. And then they say, I don't know what they say it in Yiddish, but the cop understands them. And he goes, are you serious? We don't do that here in America. Okay? So now, here's where the conspiracy comes in. You let TikTok run with this wild, right? So we saw how they took the race thing at the mall, and then they said, oh, it was fucking a bunch of teenagers with guns and stuff. The police showed up. Let's transform it into 8-foot-tall black shadows. Fucking dimensional beings that were supposed to be in Antarctica. That's what TikTok did with that, okay? Mm-hmm. So now with this one, I almost want to believe it because it's not nearly as crazy.
Yeah?
Because TikTok is like, why are these Jews doing this? And then they start making correlations, okay? So, what's one of the things we know about why Israel attacked hospitals in Palestine? Because Hamas builds tunnels, okay? Under the hospitals and use them to hide, okay? Then the former prime minister of Israel, the guy before Netanyahu, comes out and goes, the reason we know those tunnels exist is because we built them. Mm-hmm. That's how we know they exist. That's how we know they're using them. We built them. Okay? And then the mainstream media wants to come out and be like, what precedent has there ever been for Jews building tunnels? Fast forward 2 weeks. Here we are. Jew tunnels under New York at a rate we've never seen. Bro, under New York City, they made it 3 blocks of tunneling without anybody noticing.
Yeah, that's insanity.
They're Jews. They're not fucking super big athletic freaks of nature that are under there fucking jackhammering away. You know what I mean? And then,
shout out to Africans.
Here's another one. There's a guy who's famous on Twitter right now because in December of 2023, he was saying things like, there's no basement in my apartment building, but I hear Yiddish underneath of me. Okay? Then the Palestinian war happened and people were like, you're just a Jew-hating piece of shit. You hate Jews. You just want to call Jews rats. Okay? Guess where this guy's building is?
Right next to that church?
Right next to the church.
No fucking way.
So this guy's going viral. He has a tweet with 24 million likes because he goes, all of y'all owe me an apology. And he screenshots his thing from 2023, December of 17th, where he goes, there's no basement in my building, and I hear Yiddish under me, what's going on? And he screenshotted people, the first 3 comments being like, you're an anti-Semitic piece of shit. Somebody should come to your house and kill you. Like, weird, crazy stuff. Okay?
Nice, yeah.
He screenshots that, posts it with the news article of Jewish tunnel found underneath the Chibabawa synagogue.
Chibabawa?
And he goes, hey, guess where my apartment building is? Right next to the Chibabawa synagogue. And y'all owe me an apology. Dude, it's very, like, and then, leave it to
Beaver.
Andrew Tate's brother to make a statement that I had already made in my head. But, like all great minds, we think alike. He said, now I'm not saying anything about the Jews, but if any group of people started tunneling under New York, which is known for rats, that's rat behavior. I'm not saying the Jews are rats, but don't be mad at me for saying it's rat behavior. And I agree, dude.
100%.
Let me ask you something. If you truly believe, because the Jews have claimed for 100 years now, they are the most hated people, the most persecuted, the most sought after, the most discriminated against group of people on the planet. They've said that for so long. Okay? Yes. Ever since Hitler moved to Argentina. Okay? They've been saying that.
Yes. He died in a bunker.
If that's your fucking statement, why would you keep doing things that make people think that that maybe they were right?
I mean, look, if I was a thief, to prove that I wasn't a thief, I wouldn't go rob a bank.
Better one. Jews. We're just like all of you. There's nothing different about us. We just want to live amongst everybody. We want to live in peace. We just don't want to be persecuted. Also, Jews. Your laws mean nothing. We need tunnels under the ground. What the fuck, dude? Like, Jews will simultaneously be like, hey, man, don't treat us any different. While also being like, our Bible is the only law that matters. We do what we want. What?
Yeah.
Rules for thee, not for me? Okay, Jews, and you wonder why you're hated. Jews are the Tom Brady of fucking the world, dude. Can I elaborate, please?
Yes.
I want you to want me to elaborate. You want to know
Elaborate,
why
Daddy.
Jews are the Tom Brady of the fucking world, dude?
Elaborate, Daddy.
Because if you're, let's say you're a New England fan, which would be a Tom Brady fan, right? Because Tom Brady did so much for New England.
Jared's really trying to get his raid right now.
That's fine. Okay, we'll do it. I know he has to leave. All right, Jared, I'll take care of it. Just keep it up. This and then I'm done.
Dude, you're good. I just seen Jared send 3
Uh,
different raid suggestions.
What was I saying, dude? Now I'm pissed.
Tom Brady.
Thank you. The Jews are the Tom Brady of the world. Let me explain to you why. If you're a Tom Brady fan, I mean a New England Patriots fan, you're a Tom Brady fan, okay? And you will defend Tom Brady at any cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even during the cheating scandal, which he was convicted and charged with cheating, you will say something along the lines of, they're just mad he was so good and winning all the time, they had to punish him to make all the other teams happy, okay? That's the Jews, okay? The Jews are Patriot fans. And no matter what the Jews, aka Tom Brady, will do, the other Jews, aka Patriot fans, will back him up. Okay?
Yeah.
Tom Brady did win a Super Bowl from cheating.
Yes.
Okay? By the letter of the law, he cheated.
Yes.
That doesn't mean he's not good.
He's a goat.
Okay? But to then anybody who says Tom Brady's a cheater, you go, well, you're just jealous because you didn't win 6 Super Bowls, you piece of shit. You know, that's kind of a dumb argument. That's the Jew argument. You didn't get genocided 5 times, you piece of shit.
No, you're right.
That's what they do. They're like, yeah, so what? We do bad things now. We do bad things because bad things happen to us. But then bad things happen to them because they're doing things that people don't like. And then when people do bad things to them because they're doing things people don't like, they go, look, it happened again.
Why do they keep kicking us?
Okay, and on that note, well, I guess we're fucking doing this. I mean, yeah, whatever.
Send it, Jared.
No, he's not. Doesn't have his phone.
Little bitch.
Love the Purple Pyramid. I've already done CDH90. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to do the Qualm one.
No, he said that they're offline, bro.
Oh, fuck me then. That's fine. Okay. As we
It's
move-
Tuesday,
Hold on.
Hurricane.
It's not over. We're doing the announcements. Okay, guys. I will be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. every Tuesday and Wednesday from now on. This year, I will be live every Tuesday and Wednesday. Sam will be here on Tuesdays. He'll be here on Wednesdays if he can show up, which probably won't happen. But I'll be here to do my solo thing and then play some games or tournaments afterwards. It's what it is. So, from now on, you can expect Hurricane of Thoughts every Tuesday and Wednesday at the same time, 6 p.m. Hurricane of
Are
Thoughts.
we doing a Thursday game stream?
Huh?
Are we doing like a Thursday game stream?
We can, but it's not going to be scheduled. Tuesday and Wednesday every week for sure. And then Friday and Thursday whenever I can.
Rock on, Hurricane.
All right, GG's. All right, go ahead.